Good morning everyone. Let's begin the Maitrimilan session with 3 rounds of Omkara. Inhale. Starting prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yoga Ganapati Moola Mantra. Om Ham Sangam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Dakshinamurti Guru Stotra. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vivekananda Prarthana. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Samarasya prayer for harmony from Rigveda. Samgacchadvam Samvadatvam Sambho Manapsi Janatam Deva Bhagayata Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mantra Samiti Samani Samanam Manassaha Chittamesham Samanam Mantram Abhimantrayevaha Samanena Voha Vishajuhomi Samaniva Akutihi Samanardayanivaha Samanamastu Ho Manaha Yatha Vastu Sahasati. Panchangam. Aditana Panchangam Panchavinshatyadika Ekashatottar Panchasahasratama Kaliyugabdah Shri Shobhagrat Nama Samvatsarah Dakshinayanam Hemanta Rutuhu Margashirsha Masah Shukla Pakshah Navami Titihi Revati Nakshatram Varyan Yogaha Kaulavakaranam Brihaspati Vasana. Today's date 21st December 2023, Thursday. Tithescha Shriyamapnoti Varadhayishya Vardhanam Nakshatra Dharate Papam Yoga Droga Nivaranam Karanat Karya Siddhischa Panchanga Phalamuttamam. Sarvesham Shubhamastu. Shloka from Gita. Yatha Prakashayatyekah Kritsnam Lokamimam Ravihi क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं प्रकाशयति भारत. Meaning, just as one sun illumines the entire solar system, so does the individual soul illumine the entire body.
सुप्रभातम, सुस्वागतम. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगा. We are in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We have now come to the 33rd verse, shloka. By now, all of you have been repeatedly hearing the meaning of kshetra and kshetrajna. Kshetra represents this entire creation. Individually, it consists of our physical body and the gross body. Then we have the subtle body and the causal body. And elaborated more, we have Panchakoshas, 5 layers, 5 bodies you can call, 5 koshas. Similarly, the world at large, the whole creation, is not only the physical world that we are seeing, which has been investigated with a great detail by modern science. There are 4 more fields which I have been telling. The physical world is talked about by the electromagnetic field. Then we have the biocosmic field, astral or the mind field, and intellectual the information field, and the bliss field. All these fields, all our koshas are in continual change. That's called kshetra. Kshetra goes on changing. They are governed by space, time, causation. Then that is which is beyond, which does not change, which is infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite freedom, infinite bliss. That's our original self. That's also the original Brahman, pure consciousness, ultimate reality. That is the Kshetrajna that we have understood now. Now in this verse, Krishna is giving us an example. How Kshetrajna is going to govern and illumine everything that is there in the 5 koshas. Everything is governed, everything is manifested by this thing. So what does it say? Yatha prakashayati ekaha kritsnam lokam ivam ravihi kshetram kshetri tatha kritsnam prakashayati bharata. Bharata means, hey Arjuna, hey Bharata, I am telling you. What is telling? Give an example. Ekaha ravihi, one sun. What it does? The whole world, the entire physical world is being illumined. Sun is there because of what? We have the light and the heat and everything goes on. So, sun alone is illumining the whole of this entire physical world. That's the example he gives. In the same way, the Kshetrajna, he is going to illumine the whole Kshetra, that pure consciousness, ultimate reality, Parabrahman, also known as Ishvara, according to Patanjali, the Ishvara, the Purusha. And that is the one that completely illumines the whole of this creation. What is the process of illumination? Just like sun brings the light, brings the heat, brings the energy to this. And in sun, there is so much of energy that is created. And we have understood in science that how that energy is produced, such amount of energy, infinite energy, by what is called as a nuclear fusion. 2 atoms come together, form a new atom, and some portion get converted into energy. That's called fusion. In nuclear energy, there are 2 things. One is fission, another is fusion. Then an atom, you hit it with a neutron, the atom splits into 2, becomes 2 atoms. And some portion of this thing gets converted into energy, equals to square. And that is called the fission. This is what we do in the nuclear reactors. But fusion is 2 two atoms coming together. They fuse together to form a new atom. And some portion of that gets converted into energy. This is what happens in sun. Tremendous amount of energy is produced. The fusion energy, and that energy comes. And in the form of light, in the form of heat, it comes and illumines everybody and enlivens everything. So, energy, light, heat, everything comes here to the physical world. Apart from that, the subtle thing, it brings prana shakti also. So, we all get the prana shakti by the Surya. So, in the same way, Krishna is telling this ultimate reality called Parabrahman or Kshetrajna, pure consciousness or reality as we call it in modern science. That reality is the one that creates the whole creation, and it is the one that sustains the entire creation, and it is the one that enlightens the entire creation, and that is the one that comes. Therefore, that's our original state. Original state of all of us is that ultimate reality called Kshetrajna. So we all have Kshetra and the Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna is the one that illumines us, that enlivens us, that brings energy to us, that brings bliss unto us, it brings freedom within us. And that is our Kshetrajna. So that's the example that he gives here. So, Prakad Shri Krishna, please understand. Kshetra and the Kshetri, Kshetrajna. And therefore, Swami Vivekananda said, don't think that you are only this physical body. You have 5 bodies. Apart from that, each soul is potentially divine. Each one of us have infinite energy, infinite power, infinite freedom, infinite bliss. Then what is to be done in life? The whole process of education is a manifestation of the perfection in man. The whole objective of science, objective of our life is to manifest that divinity. What is that manifestation? You must see that you become more and more energetic, more and more knowledgeable, more and more power, more and more bliss. And you should become happier day by day, day by day. So this is the process of growth. This is what yoga says. What is yoga? To raise ourselves from our normal level to become great human beings, superhuman beings, divine human beings. And reach that perfection itself ultimately. And to move from Annamaya to Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya, Moksha and merge with the totality. That is the process of yoga. Yoga is not merely doing an asana. Yes, through asana also you can reach. But it is not just physical exercise. It is the science of holistic living that we have been seeing. Therefore, in the Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, Krishna is giving the whole science of the entire creation and beyond. Compared to modern science, which has fathomed only the physical world. In our ancient scriptures, in Bhagavad Gita, with the science of yoga, it gives the science of the whole creation. It is called Sanatana Dharma, the ancient science, the eternal science, all pervasive science. And that is what we see in the world at large. Therefore, study of Bhagavad Gita is very, very important, and we have been studying that, trying to understand shloka by shloka, and see that you remember that and contemplate on that and start living that reality. Therefore, we have to manifest day by day this wonderful thing. So our conference is going to come up now with a pre-conference workshop. How yesterday our Deputy Registrar, our Vasteva, they have beautifully presented. You all started enjoying. So we will start participating in this thing and take part in that conference, in the pre-conference workshop. What are things happening in pre-conference workshop? We have got continuing medical education, continuing yoga education, continuing research education, 3 7-day program. And we are going to have Ramayana Saptaha by our grand Subramanyam. He is a great personality. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavata, everything is so grand. He is going to bring about the Ramayana Saptaha in this thing. Then, with our great personalities like Jayaraman and others, we are going to have complete new dimensions of yoga, brought in the continuing yoga education. And also we are going to have advanced technique. Dr. Padmashri is going to see that, and she brings about this aspect of the different techniques, like with meditation, chronic energization technique, mind soundness technique, mind imagery technique, mastering the emotions technique, Vijnana Sadhana Kaushala, Ananda Sanchara, all these 7 techniques will be brought forth in a nutshell in the 7 days. And the most important is our cultural extravaganza that you are going to have. Every day there are going to be wonderful cultural programs, every day from during 5 o'clock up to 7:30. And that is the grand pre-conference workshop for 7 days, from December 28th up to January 2nd, we are going to do. So call your friends and families and all other people to come and enjoy this thing. They should all become delegates. And the delegates are still open, and the delegate things, you can all go into these things and you can ask details about. And our Dr. Vikas, principal, he is doing wonderful Himalaya Olympiad. People from all the 30 states, the team are coming to demonstrate their capacities, how the yoga way of life can be brought forward, how it is not only a competition of asana, it is a team performance. It consists of asana, pranayama, mudra, spanda, kriya, dhyana, and even the theory. All that will be from the youngsters to the elders. We have got 6 groups. Wonderfully, our Vikas has organized this thing, and they will all start coming from 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. From all the 30 states they will come. They will have the National Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. And 31st, we are going to get the team from all over the world, 10 to 15. Different countries are bringing their teams, and that's going to be International Himalaya Yoga Olympiad. And that's going to be a grand thing. You can all witness how fantastic our children, our elders will all come together to work together as a cooperative thing to show their demonstration of the team. And that's all organized by our Vikas as principal, and we are going to have a grand extravaganza. And this time the theme of the conference, is integrating sports, medicine and rehabilitation. Now our Honorable Prime Minister is promoting the sports in a very big way. And when people get into injuries, we are using only physiotherapy. But we want that we should bring the yoga dimension, Ayurveda dimension, naturopathy, acupressure, everything should be brought. And that is the grand thing that we are going to have. And Dr. Manjunath and the entire Anveshna team have brought the best of the people who are doing research in this field, and they are going to present. Nearly 46 people are coming to make their presentation. It will be a grand breakthrough in the field of sports to see that we make it integrated. Just like normal medicine, allopathy, we are expanding it into integrative medicine. Similarly, in the sports field, we are making this integrative medicine. So that is the series of things that our entire Anveshna team headed by our Anirudh, then Pradeep and Vijaya and all these people are making this a perfect thing. They are all coming from different parts of the world, and we are going to have a very grand scenario of the highly scientific conference. Unlike just yoga festival. Yoga festival is also necessary, but this also is a grand thing that we are going to do, that all that we are going to have, and we are looking forward to all these things. All of you should get prepared and see that our visitors who come, the guests who come, the speakers who come, will all get thrilled, and they should have memorable things, they stay here. Therefore, our S-VYASA and our registrar, everybody is making all of you as volunteers to see that they are served. We must learn the art of serving. Seva hi paramo dharma. And that's the one. Manava seva, Deva seva has been told, Ishvara seva. With this, let us go to the thing today for the Shanti Mantra.
Continuation with Guruji's the grand introduction and motivation speech. We also know that with the effort of scientific committee, we will be having a internationally acclaimed speakers for us as a scientific keynote speakers. But we are having many roles as volunteers and committee members. Sometimes we miss who is giving the speech. So we are all busy. So we thought of giving their introduction, and they also given the motivational messages, all the international speakers. So every day we will play one speaker's message for you, so that you can feel what is the internationally acclaimed scientific speakers will be. Okay. So today we'll put one message from Miss Geeta. one of the international nutritionists who is coming as a speaker.
Hello everybody. This is sports nutritionist Geeta. I'm a registered dietitian and I hold a postgraduate diploma from the International Olympic Committee. I'm very excited to commence the year to be representing sports nutrition at the International Conference in Yoga Research, which is based on the theme of integrative sports medicine and rehabilitation. As a keynote speaker for the symposium, I will be discussing the advancement in sports nutrition and dietary strategies, which can equip sports science professionals to not only enhance performance in athletes and those individuals who are seeking fitness, but also prioritizing strategies that can preempt injuries, which is very pivotal for athletic performance. Do join us, and I hope to see you at the conference.
Let's end the session with Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Shitalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Fulla Kusumita Drumadara Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. बोलो भारत माता की, वंदे